Live from the Carl Chevrolet Studios in West Des Moines, this is Iowa Live.
Welcome back to the program, everybody. We have a couple of very special guests joining us right now from Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy, Dr. Carol Kelderman and Dr. Katie Hall joining us to talk about a very interesting subject that you might not have heard about, but these are the two experts in the area talking about pelvic health therapy. Welcome to the show, ladies.
Thank you.
All right, what is pelvic health therapy?
Pelvic health therapy is physical therapy for the pelvic floor and core.
All right, and how often do people require pelvic health therapy?
Quite often, actually. 1 in 3 women in the United States have some kind of pelvic dysfunction over time. Unfortunately, less than 50% of them seek medical attention for that. So not very many. And those that do, the average waits 7 to 9 years to seek that attention.
Seriously, why is that the case?
Well, a lot of times they're embarrassing things that people encounter, and they keep thinking it's going to get better. And unfortunately, like most musculoskeletal issues or even health issues in general, it often doesn't. It often gets worse and a little bit harder to treat. So we're hoping that people will start to seek help a little sooner. Information is a little bit more readily available, and I think we're starting to see that trend.
Now, Carol, you are in Oskaloosa.
I am.
Your office is in Oskaloosa.
Yes.
And Katie, you are here in Des Moines. Do you see equal numbers of people coming to both your practices?
I've actually been doing this for a long time, so I'm pretty busy with the pelvic health part of my practice. I'm also orthopedic therapist, but we have another therapist in our location as well, Amy, that we would have liked to have join us today, but she's about to have a baby.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay. So she might need some pelvic health therapy soon thereafter.
Potentially.
But she's well educated, so maybe not.
She is well educated.
So you said that people might be embarrassed by some of the issues that they're having, but they really shouldn't. And do they need to have their doctor refer them to you, Katie, in order to come in or not?
So we see people with referrals from gynecologists, primary care physicians, urologists, but we also see people who just know they're having a hard time and want some help and have heard that pelvic health therapy can be helpful.
Okay, now what should somebody do? Again, don't be embarrassed if any of this sounds familiar to you. What should be the first step that someone should take if they think they need some assistance?
One of the easiest ways to get started with this is scheduling a free screen. So that gives you an opportunity to talk to one of our pelvic health experts about the kind of things that you're dealing with and what could be contributing to you having those issues. That might include pelvic pain or incontinence or
Really?
pelvic organ prolapse. Yep.
Okay, and these are things that can be corrected with pelvic health therapy.
Absolutely.
How long does a pelvic health therapy session last usually?
Usually somewhere around 40 minutes, sometimes a little bit longer than that, just depending on what all is going on with the person. We spend a lot of time talking, listening to them, getting to know what their goals are, past medical history, kind of what's been going on, so that we know what pieces need to be put in that puzzle for them.
Okay, and Katie, how quickly do people see results from taking part of this?
As early as, a lot of it is education. So as soon as they start putting
Seriously?
some of those things to, I mean, it could be within a session or two. To
And
start seeing
what's
some
the most
changes.
common thing that you're able to treat with pelvic health therapy?
The most common that I see personally is urinary incontinence related issues.
Okay, and that can be corrected, and you said that's
Improved upon, yeah.
Improved upon, and you said a lot of that has to do with education.
A lot of it, yep. And then looking at hip and core strength and just all the pieces that go into why it's the problem in the first place.
You talked a little bit about core strength, and you could be strong physically everywhere, but maybe your pelvis is not that strong.
Yep.
Or maybe you lack coordination in that area,
There you go.
or maybe you're too tight.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of mobility issues that sometimes we find that people deal with that makes it hard for them to engage their core.
Okay, so if people would like to get more information about how they can utilize your services, you have a bunch of locations. You're in Des Moines, you're in Oskaloosa, and you are the two experts, as we mentioned, the doctors that know exactly what they're doing there. How do they get a hold of you?
So you can go to our website, Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy, or kineticedgepd.com, and all of our locations have orthopedic physical therapists trained to help people with pregnancy and postpartum issues.
Okay.
We are the people who take a little bit deeper dive and figure
Okay.
out more specifically what's going on.
Which is awesome. I'm so cool that you do that and you're able to spend some time and really give people the quality of life that they deserve. That's the whole
And
idea.
that is what it's about, is the quality of life. There's hope, right? A lot of people don't realize that they don't have to live with this.
All right, kineticedgept.com, and then click on services to find out what's going on. Thank you so much,
Thank
ladies,
you.
for being here. And thank you for spending a little bit of time with us. We'll see you tomorrow.